What's up guys, welcome to this lesson. In this lesson we're going to be learning about scales. So what is a scale? Well, a scale is a set of ordered musical notes. Now we've got different types of scales. We've got major scales, we've got minor scales, we've got pentatonic scales, and we've also got other type of scales as well. Now in this lesson we're going to be focusing on major scales. Now each key on the piano / the keyboard has different scales that are associated with each key. So basically what I'm saying is that this key of C has a major scale that is called a C major scale. This key of C also has a type of minor scale that is called a natural minor scale. This key of C also has a type of minor scale that is called a melodic minor scale that is associated with this particular key. So every key has different scales that are associated with each key. So the key of D has a D major scale. He also has a D natural minor scale. He also has a D melodic minor scale, and he also has other type of scales as well. So every key has different scales that are associated with each of them. So yeah, in this lesson we're going to be learning about major scales. Now, how do we construct a major scales? Well, there's a formula for constructing a major scale. So, and the formula goes like this. You take a whole step, you take a whole step, you take a half step, you take a whole step, you take a whole step, you take a whole step, and then you take a half step. Now you might be wondering, well, what does it mean? Well, I'm going to explain to you what I mean. So remember I said in the beginning that a scale is a set of ordered musical notes. So an example of a scale is this. In fact, that is known as a C major scale. So this is known as a C major scale. So this is known as a C major scale because it starts with the key of C. See that? So, in order to construct a major scale from any key, so any key can be the starting key of a major scale. So, whatever the starting key of a major scale is, that major scale is going to be named after that starting key. Now, a major scale is made up of 8 notes. So the example I just did, so this one, see, this scale, this C major scale is made up of 8 notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, how do you construct a major scale? So how do you know how to construct a major scale for any key? Well, the formula is you take a whole step, you take a whole step, you take a half step, you take a whole step, you take a whole step, you take a whole step, and then you take a half step. Now, what does it mean to take a half step? Well, I already talked about that in one of our previous lessons. So taking a half step means going from one key to the next key. So if I go from the key of C to the key of C sharp, then that means that I've taken a half step. If I go from one key to another key and I skip a key in between, then that means I've taken a whole step. So going from the key of C to the key of D and skipping the key of C sharp in between means that I've taken a whole step. See that? So in order to construct a major scale for any key, what you would do is you will start from that key. So for example, let's say we want to construct a major scale for the key of C. So what you're going to do is you're going to start on that key, and then from that key you're going to take a whole step. So a whole step means moving to another key and skipping a key in between. So taking a whole step would mean that we're going to skip the next key, which is the key of C sharp, and we're going to move on to the key of D. See that? So in order to construct a major scale for any key, so what you do is you're going to pick that key. So for example, let's construct a major scale for the key of C. So we're going to start from the key of C, and then we're going to take a whole step, and then we are going to take another whole step, and then we're going to take a half step now. Remember, taking a half step means that you move to the next key. You don't skip any key. So we're not going to skip the key of F and go to the key of F sharp and take a whole step. We're taking a half step now, so we're going to move to the next key without skipping any key. So we're going to take a half step, and then a whole step, and then a whole step, and then a whole step, and then a half step. So yeah, let's do that again. So we want to construct a major scale for the key of C. So this scale is going to be known as the C major scale. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from the key of C, and then we're going to take a whole step, and then another whole step, and then a half step, and then a whole step, and then a whole step, and then a whole step, and then a half step. See that? We've just built a scale, we've just built a major scale for the key of C. Now, we can build a major scale for each key that is left on the piano/the keyboard. So we've got 11 keys left on the piano/the keyboard. So we can build a major scale for each of them. So what I'm saying is that we've just built a major scale for the key of C. So that scale is known as the C major scale. Now we can also build the C sharp major scale using the formula that we used to build a C major scale. We can use that same formula to build a C sharp major scale, and the D major scale, and the E flat major scale, and the E major scale, and the F major scale, and the F sharp major scale, and the G major scale, and the G sharp major scale, and the A major scale, and the B flat major scale, and the B major scale. So this formula works for every key. So whatever key you want to build a major scale for, what you're going to do is you're going to start from that key. So for example, if you want to build a major scale for the key of D, so you're going to start from that key, and then you're going to take a whole step, and then a whole step, and then a half step, and then a whole step, and then a whole step, and then a whole step, and then a half step. So we've just built the D major scale now. See that? So that is how to build a major scale for any key. You just have to remember the formula. The formula is you start from the key that you want to build a major scale for, and then you take a whole step, and then you take a whole step, and then you take a half step, and then you take a whole step, and then you take a whole step, and then you take a whole step, and then you take a half step. So yeah, that's it guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next lesson.